Okay, so for beginning, we have a camera panel showing us the humanity's fleet amassing armada near Terra, Earth itself. In the distance, we see several orbital spaceports or yards, orbital shipyards, making new ships for humanity's war machine. And then we zoom in on one particular capital ship inside the fleet, and we go through several layers, seeing different people working around, and then we end up in a slightly darkened briefing room, high-level security clearance, and we see several people, or in armor or not, sitting in front of like hologram showing different things. Of course, those are your characters, and then there are some friends, comrades, two of them that you've known and worked, and you will probably chit-chat idly, maybe share some words. And then doors, there's typical like sound of mechanical doors, and in very confident professional stride, Admiral James Adama, if there is a boss to entire ODST like formation, he's the one. He's like the elite forces commander, like the guy on the top of the food chain. Not the entire of Terran Mandate, like chain of command.
He's like the branch head.
Yeah, he's the branch head, and he only answers to Commander-in-Chief. I guess proceeding the military protocol, when he enters, you all stand up and salute.
Sure.
Yep, he's like, at ease, ladies and gentlemen, sit down. We have a lot of information to go through, and probably not that much time. Yeah, also he's like the type of guy that's common knowledge, that even though he like strives to be very professional, it's like he allows his soldiers to be like, he treats a lot of his troops, and probably most like you worked with him a lot, like maybe not exactly, but he has shown a lot of times that he cares about his troops, and he will do anything to make sure they can come back alive. He's probably one of the like best leaders possible. Okay, and he's like making a says to AI of the ship, Gideon, proceed with briefing, show, and he like says random number. And then you see a hologram of an ice planet. At least that's that's what you see, and he starts. Several days ago, our long-range scanners and advanced recon units managed to pinpoint something that looks like a massive construction of some sort at our former colony. And that's also like common knowledge for you. He doesn't say that in briefing, that the planet that we are talking about was a former colony of Terran Mandate, and it got attacked and taken over by the enemy. And what is known, that it got terraformed. I mean, not exactly terraformed, like it got changed. They used some sort of machines or weapons to turn them into like icy wasteland. And also that's another common knowledge. Aliens like prefer cold environments, almost like Arctic ones. And they do not like, so that's common knowledge. And he proceeds with briefing itself. They are constructing some sort of, and high command in their infinite wisdom believes it's something. And thus, our task is, or rather, your task, ODST, Dapper Squad, is extremely straightforward. You are to infiltrate or assault the planet, installation, and destroy it alone or with our support. Now, like the hologram of planet changes into something like a satellite image of surface, but of course with a lot of static and not exactly clear because it was taken from far away. And
Okay.
he shows you. The task itself is straightforward, but how do you want to proceed it? It's up to you. Before you discuss, I personally have only like 2 options. Either you can try to infiltrate the area and sabotage vital installations alone, or you can go in guns blazing with part of our ship's armada, providing distraction and fire.
Yes, we should kill all of them. No
So,
alien bug can stand
sorry.
against the might of the Terran Mandate.
So our options are single squad stealth or just massive assault.
Well, that's the gist of it, because aliens definitely have orbital installations on the planet, and they also have scanning technology. So trying to insert more than one specialized squad is like Gideon ran some simulations, and there is 100% chance that like if we try to like the more forces we try to put in, the higher chance we got. Yep, sorry, English isn't my native language, so sometimes I forget words and they are lost. There's a higher chance that we will be found out.
I take it if we do choose stealth, the fleet will support our combat if we are discovered, yes?
Yes, like when you are found out, you just have to send us a distress call and then we will come by. Speaking of which, of course, we won't leave you for dead, that's for sure. But if I might suggest, and then he like points to 2 specific locations. One is orbital point that there is a title beneath it, orbital defense control, and the second is artillery base. And should you be found out, I mean, different. Super weapon construction site obviously is primary target, but vital secondary target that should you be like discovered, and should we have to come for orbital defense control is probably the most important one. If you manage to take it out or disable it, our forces will do not take many, or maybe they will not take any losses on the orbit.
Permission to speak freely?
Of course, you always have permission to speak freely with me, man.
Okay, well, I was just thinking, looking at this map, we need to destroy the super weapon construction site, correct?
That is indeed our target, to disable. Find out.
Well, I'm just thinking at this. If we send the squad in, why don't... If we start at, here... I'm just gonna use the roll. If we start here and just make a line, hit the orbital defense control, essentially knock out the orbital defense control, and then call in the fleet, we'd have a much easier time taking the super weapon construction site.
That is, we
But they could still know that we're here. That's the problem.
Yes, but at that point, our job would become much easier because essentially we'd be able to take out the orbital defense controls. They would know that we were here, but they would lose their aerial defense system. They'd have our, but then we could hit that with our ships from orbit.
The difference is whether or not they know it's a single squad here to sabotage them or an entire fleet. If there's an entire fleet, they'll respond with more firepower and will take too many losses.
But we are disabling their firepower.
It's essentially
We're disable
orbital
the
defense
firepower.
they have ignite. They have.
Okay, the thing is, they're not going to bring in a fleet to counter ours if we don't have it there, which is going to just cause more of a battle than we asked for and just more casualties than we needed.
Then maybe we should disable their comms array as well. So they cannot call it.
Where's the comms array, or do they have one?
I'm pretty sure I didn't told that to everybody here. So what's also a common knowledge is that the way their minds, they have something like comms relay, but it works slightly differently. Like the entire vehicles, should you try to commander them, their minds are different. They are like hive mind, and that's common knowledge because during several first 50 years of war, several psionics tried to mind control one of them, so they will be able to get prisoners to study their biology and whatnot. And there were 3 results: either they died straight up, or they were left comatose.
So if we kill them, they'll already know we're here. So the second the first one dies, they're gonna know something's up.
Maybe not exactly the first second, although that's only theoretics. That because the hive is big, the difference would not be seen immediately. They might be suspicious, but it will take you kill somebody and second later alarm starts. No,
Okay.
So of course we are talking about minutes in response.
Okay, so then I think honestly that hammers in the point of if we are dropped at LZ Ares, we can move in and take out their orbital defense control.
Also, what I agree. To say about
we should overwhelm them before they can do anything about it.
Sorry, I just want to finish. We bring our fleet in. We hit their construction site hard, destroying it, and then we leave.
That's not
the best
respond. Idea, though.
Tactic, that was main idea. James Onama pipes up that was also main suggestion of our tactical AIs and high command, because this world is not frontline world. It will be slightly behind enemy lines. But they will be able to bring the fleet because they already have coordinates prepared, so they will be able to slip by using.
So it's a hit run, it's a smash and grab.
Yes, or hit and run.
But if we do this covertly, then we don't have any risk of them retaliating with their own fleet and starting a fight on us.
The thing is, we're going to have to take out the orbital defense control because if
to escape.
We won't have a safe extraction route if we don't take out that orbital defense control.
Besides, if we do insert covertly, I assume the green landing zones are where we have to land if we don't want to go guns blazing? Or am I wrong?
Not really. It's mostly the green ones have using them, the aliens have 0% chance of spotting you.
I mean, right, if we land in
or if you
Ares
drop
or in Zeus,
what is this area?
We're
here?
next to Outpost Echo or an artillery base, and
this area
if they detect us before we can disable the orbital
canyon.
defense control.
That's a canyon?
Yes.
Kansas.
Yeah, I say we should land in Ares, go through Outpost Echo, and disable the orbital defense control. and then smash this Western construction site. Or
Yeah,
Yeah, but we don't have a
alternatively,
chance they can
or
see us.
we get the artillery base and we use their artillery against the construction site.
Well, what kind of artillery do they have?
This is like initial recon shows they have both long and short range, but nothing orbital. Like this base used to like in case
Would we be able to use their artillery against their orbital defense control and their super weapon construction site?
Okay, short answer, it is possible, but, and that's the case with all of their equipment and controls, because most of their like terminals and like control points is like neural control, like you like inserting your almost like a mind. It is possible, people have done that, but it's like mostly based on instinct. So I'm just gonna say straight up in mechanical sense, it's like requires like really high, like above 14 on result on like tech skill or something like that. And prolonged exposure will require a mental effect save problem.
Question.
Okay.
Hey.
So we should not do that.
Hey.
You can do that, but it just
Guys,
it can bring
guys.
risks.
Do we have a list of what was on the Helios carrier?
And he like, yes, it is,
The
but
cruiser.
we are absolutely sure that everything that was important either is not like usable or it was scrapped and salvaged by.
So okay, I'm gonna say we should probably go through. We have two. I'm thinking about the whole attacking outpost Echo. There's an upside and a downside to that. If we attack outpost Echo, it's going to make the assault on the orbital defense control much more difficult.
But can we go to the orbital defense control without going through Outpost Echo?
You can
And the distance
take longer route between mountains.
Well,
We can go
why
through-
do we have to go through Ares? Why can't we just try? It would take a lot longer, but we could kind of try to circumvent everything and just go around.
Well,
But we would have
is
no
this
chance of
defensive
being
line.
caught
Is
in.
is this on the ground orbital or is this
The
This is all on
defensive
the
line
ground.
is ground-based installation.
I would.
I mean, like, those LZs don't only look at them, they were just suggested for specific. If you truly want to, like, try the, like, really fast and hard approach, we can try to drop you directly on top of orbital defense control. It will be hard, you'll be, like, almost immediately under fire, but you will be able to strike, like, elements of surprise. And
I think we should drop it out. I think we should drop at outpost Ares and make our way through make our way to the orbital defense control. Hit that, then we can bring in our big guns, sweep the field, and then extract before they even have a chance to respond. We disarm them, we destroy them, we leave.
Matt, can my heavy mech go through the mountains? Or is it not feasible?
what are your, like, skills in, like, navigation and exosuit?
Exosuit, let's see. It's a 4, and
Okay.
navigation a 3.
Normally it wouldn't be possible, but with your skills, you should be able to. And like James Adama,
Then-
like then looks at like person that you know, Okino Katsuo, and like should they want that LZ, I believe Miss Okino that wouldn't be a problem to drop them safely. And she like shakes her head. No, with the ship shuttle that we have and the stealth systems, I will bring them like covertly.
Nice.
So that's your plan. We are dropping at drop zone Ares. You go through the mountains and then you hit orbital defense control.
Yeah.
And then you bring
Aramis
the heavy ship. Okay,
Wait,
yeah, because
what
that was the thing that I didn't told you, and I just want to say that sure they are hive mind, but it only like hive mind cannot like go through like bases. So it's like a planetary hive mind, and they require comm relays to like have contacts with other planetary hive minds or fleet hive minds. And probably the most like powerful comm relay required to do that is in orbital defense control.
So, do they have a fleet in the planet?
On the planet itself, in other section of the planet, because it's kind of big, there is a small like restocking area. But if we manage to like surprise them, they would not be a problem. Majority of their fleets and the most powerful ones, the capital fleets, are on the front lines.
So theoretically, we should be able to smash the orbital defense control, call the fleet to destroy the superweapon construction site, and then get out before their fleet arrives, right?
That is what I've been saying for since the start.
Yeah. Well, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The rest of the team. Yes or no?
That's
What I've been thinking is, what is Okino going to be doing while we're just off doing whatever? Is she going to be sitting there and ship twiddling her thumbs, or is she actually going to be actively hiding, or is she just going to leave top sleep?
I mean, well, original idea was for me to drop you, then fly away using cloak systems, and then come by when you require.
Right.
Well,
It might be possible.
That my only flaw with the plan was if she was to stay, or if you would stay.
I could possibly hide inside Helios cruiser. It says even as a wreck, it's still much bigger than our shuttle. And it is possible, but yeah, unless you want otherwise, I am not planning on staying on the surface of the planet.
Right. So what are our chances of actually getting spotted immediately from the Ares?
Gideon, Adama goes and synthesize voice of AI, stand by, running, and then after several seconds, AI shows that with fitting of the ship, skill of pilot, the chances are below 15 to 20%. As in only by luck they can spot you. And assuming you try to find a day that use a heavy snowstorm as cover and in orbit solar storm, it gets dropped to 0. It won't be possible for them. Although, never know. Our intel, we try to have solid intel, Adama says, but we never know. But what we have solid about the enemies, there's only 2 important pieces of information that you should know. Even though this is not Frontier World, it still holds a vital enemy installation, and thus Gideon assumes that there is over 90% chance that installation is protected by their elite troops, squad of elite troops, and battle. And battle mind, and that's common knowledge. Psionic gift in this alien race is rare, extremely rare, 1 in few million or billion, however many there are. But when there's a 1 that, then it just breaks every possible they don't master and they don't use psionic powers it means that in game mechanics that they have they can it's different battle mind to battle mind, but they can just shift between different schools of psionic, and then they can just use high level psionic power. So the general rule for all Terran mandates soldiers: never engage battle, and should you do, bring in heavy artillery.
Well,
it's a good thing I specialize in metapsionics then.
Or we can just call the fleet,
least
just
give us
shoot
a
them from
chance
space.
to run.
Ah, I see.
I'm just saying, yeah. If should you
How
have
come we're
firepower?
not- How come we're not doing a hot drop when we're using a shuttle?
What was that?
How come we aren't dropping in and we're using a shuttle?
Because it's
Yeah,
faster.
the big ship, like you won't be dropping from like big ship because he'll be spotted, and the shuttle like it's up to you if you want to be like the shuttle can land and you can be just dropped from the orbit or the air by the shuttle.
Mm.
It's up to you.
I assume the heavy mech fits in the shuttle, yes?
Yeah, it's specially fitted to fit all
Okay.
like light mech, heavy mech, and sea suit.
Good, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
suit mechs-
special type upgraded shuttle.
Suit mechs aren't much bigger than a normal person, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but a heavy mech is like what, 10 meters tall or so? 8? Whatever.
it probably carries it on the exterior.
Maybe. Okay, so everyone agrees. Drop on Ares, then go to the orbital defense control.
Yeah,
And smudge
and
the-
shirk the thing. Go take the long way around the mountains. Orbital defense control. Take that out. Call in our big guns. Proceed to super working construction site. After that's destroyed, we go home and have a beer.
Yeah, boy. So
Let's
in
do
the chance that they actually detect us in the landing, I suggest we actually go through Outpost Echo, through here. Because if they detect us and we go through the mountains, they'll probably be ambushing us here. Well,
The whole thing, if they detect us, it's gonna be Outpost Echo that detects us. And yeah, you know what? That makes some sense. Good thinking. Let's do
Well, I
this,
mean-
team.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Adam also says that, yep, that sounds like a good plan with like one small thing. Should you require it, we can also drop like one person crab. Yeah, moment, I'm gonna check them, what's their exact name. Not graph flyer, but like
An aircraft?
no, something like graph flyers, one person that can be quick and allow people to traverse vast portions of the. But that's just in case. He also, we can call in super weapons, but if like that will be needed, and I hope you will be able to do it quickly in the confusion, that we will need to have like on ground battle damage. Because we want to make sure that the weapons were effective and you'll be like the closest ones to check it.
Okay, so we stay after they smash the super weapon construction site. Is enough.
Yeah, you will have to like as